Good morning. Glad to be with you here on this Wednesday for The Price of Business. Going to spend some time with you, talking to you about you and your business. Every Wednesday, we bring on our friend Jason Arcemont, and Jason is with BrightboxOnline.com, a very innovative marketing firm, one of the fastest growing firms. In fact, I've been told the fastest growing marketing firm in the Houston market. Jason, before you introduce your guest, why don't you tell us a little bit about Brightbox?
Absolutely. Brightbox is, like you said, Houston's fastest growing brand marketing firm, where we focus on gaining true ROI on your marketing dollars rather than just marketing activity. So if you're looking for somebody to take a proactive approach to your marketing objectives, check us out online at brightboxonline.com. Today we have guest Andrew Bayley with Bayley Law Firm. Andrew, welcome to the show.
Yes, hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. Why don't you just start off, kind of cue it up with a little bit of information about your firm. Kind of give us your elevator speech.
Okay, well, sure. Well, like I said, my name's Andrew Bayley. I've had my own practice now for going into our fourth year here. We offer a variety of different services, but primarily we focus on the civil side as to trying to cater to small businesses, either through construction law or commercial litigation. Run a pretty wide gamut of full services in that spectrum, from collections to contract disputes, anything along those lines. And what we try to do to stay above the rest is offer very reasonable rates, but also offer fantastic service to where I'm the one working for you, and I'm trying to make myself available as much as possible.
Right. Go ahead there, Jason.
Andrew, you talked about working with the businesses and contract disputes. I mean, it seems like you probably have a wide variety of different types of companies coming to you. I mean, what is something that people should be looking for when seeking out legal representation?
Sure. Well, you really want to make sure that you have a good rapport with the attorney, and it's somebody that you can trust. I can tell you, I just had a case that I've taken in where somebody went to a big firm and they were suing over approximately $100,000, and their attorney's fees in that case ended up being $300,000. Where it just,
wow,
it just doesn't make any sense at all. If you would have had somebody who was reputable and honest, and really somebody who's looking out for your true best interest, even if the case would have costed $300,000, which in that situation, to be honest, I think there was some price gouging going on, but somebody should have told you, hey, this doesn't really make sense to do this. We should do something else. You need to make sure that you find somebody who's going to act as a partner for your interest and be looking out really what's best for you, not just trying to get the most out of you. Other than that, you should make sure that somebody's well versed in the area that you're looking for representation in. And, accessibility. You want to make sure that it's somebody you can get a hold of. If you're having a hard time trying to reach somebody when you're trying to give them money, they're going to be real hard to get a hold of later on down the line when you're wanting to ask them about doing more work for you. So those are things I really think are important to look for.
Yeah, tell us about the size of your practice.
Well, I'm a small firm. I'm the only attorney. We have a couple girls working for us in the office, but if you hire me, you get me. I'm the one that's working on your case. I oversee everything in my office, and nothing goes by without me looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that type of approach. The hands-on, you get the one-on-one type of a feel. I think so many times, Andrew, our listeners will find themselves in a tight spot, and then they'll run out and find legal representation. Does it make sense to have a relationship before you get in a jam? I mean, what are some of the things or reasons why you might want to do that? I mean,
well, and I always advise everybody that you should have a relationship with an attorney. If you got sued with a lawsuit today, you have 20 days to go find an attorney and get everything going. If this is somebody who just meeting you off the street, they're going to ask for a retainer anywhere of around $5,000 to $25,000, depending upon the complexity of the case, how expensive the attorney is, and other factors. But if you have somebody who you're already working with, that attorney is going to be a little bit more understanding about getting the fees in. And then also, when you're hiring an attorney, when you're hiring an attorney, everybody's going to tell you they're going to put their best foot forward because they want your money, quite frankly. And that's the most important time when you're getting your case going, is to make sure that you have the right person representing you. And just 20 days isn't enough time to make that decision. Mm-hmm. In addition to that too, it's good to have an attorney available just to make sure you don't make the mistakes that lead to litigation. I mean, it's the whole thing about a stitch in time saves nine. I can't tell you the amount of clients I've had come in that spend, way too much money in, $10,000, $20,000, where if they would have came to me before the problem started, we could have fixed it for $500 to $1,000. Mm-hmm. And that's really the thing. If you have an attorney who's working with you, who's somebody who, if you just, hey, you got a contract in, you're not going to just go get a consultation with an attorney if it's just like a one-time thing. But if you've got a regular relationship with your attorney, you shoot over the contract. Maybe he sees a big problem with it. It's just really a good idea to have an attorney, is working with you and as part of your business at all times, not just when you're facing litigation.
Kind of a preventative law, an ounce of prevention being better than a pound of cure.
Absolutely.
I know I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And lawyers, when it comes to those type of personal care type things, are about as popular as medical doctors. You know what I mean? It's the thing you need to do rather than the thing you want to do, but the difference in terms of the consequences are rather significant.
Sure, absolutely. And, it's not always a matter of can you win at trial. I mean, I've seen a lot of businesses, very successful businesses, that even if they're 100% right, just the whole cost of litigation can bankrupt the business. I can't tell you, like I told you before, I just mentioned about $300,000 in attorney's fees. I wouldn't say that's common, but there are a lot of cases that get up that high, and, you really need to be doing everything you can to avoid litigation, and it's, even if you're right. So it's just too expensive.
Got to wrap it up, Andrew. What's your website?
It's www.baileylawfirm.com, and my phone number is 713-383-8887. Guys, I really want to thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. And also want to encourage you to check out Jason Arcemont over there at Brightbox Online. That's brightboxonline.com. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks to both of you. All right, when we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. You're listening to The Price of Business.